Speaking of what it means to be holy, it is important that we understand that holiness is not about being better than, but rather it is about being different from. God himself is holy because he's different from. There is none like him. You know, we always talk about that, how there is none like him. In all the heavens and in all the earth, there is none like him. He is the King of kings and the Lord of lords. He is the most high, above every other. He is the Almighty. But at the same time, he is the great I am, near to our hearts. So God is holy, you know. That's what makes him who he is. His holiness is what makes him who he is. I feel like the term holiness has been really misunderstood in Christianity today, or at least among around the people I have, you know, seen and the things that I have witnessed. I think it has been so misunderstood to the point that Christians are almost ashamed to actually talk about the subject of holiness and declare it over their lives. I feel like there is this thing where we talk about holiness. When you talk about holiness, people are afraid to talk about holiness because they feel like they are being judged or they are judging because they're talking about the subject of holiness. So I've noticed that there is this attitude where we refrain from the subject altogether. And whenever it's mentioned, there's this heightened sense around it. And it shouldn't be that way, because holiness, that's part of our identity as children of God. As I've identified God being holy himself, and if we're supposed to fall in line with his will over our lives, he has called us to be holy, just as he is holy. That's what the scripture says. We should be holy as he's holy, and we should be perfect as he's perfect. Obviously not by our own strength, but because we are following him, because we rely on him, because we have accepted him, he gives us the strength and the power to be exactly how he wants us to be Christ-like. You know, that's what it means to be holy. So it's not a subject that we should shy away from. It's a subject that we really need to discuss because it's a key instrument of our identity that we cannot do away with. Therefore, being a follower of Christ makes you holy because you are literally following him. A true follower of Christ is different from the world. They no longer observe the world system, you know, but they observe kingdom system, heavenly system, God's system. And of course, that will make them seem weird to the world. So in the world, right, when we operate under the kingdom system, when we operate under a system that is directly from the throne, we are going to seem weird to the world because it is a contradiction. The world system contradicts the kingdom system. And so you're going to look weird. And it's the same thing. If you use the world system, use the natural system to move spiritual things, you are viewed as weird in heaven. They don't recognize that. So you just have to make a choice. Where would you rather be viewed as weird? Here on earth or up in heaven? I would choose being weird here on earth, and operate under the kingdom system and partner with heaven in that way to move earth, because, you know, heavenly things are eternal and this earth would surely pass away and everything in it would perish. So why would I try to gain the world in exchange for my soul? I wouldn't want to do that.